gets fussy, when the floor gets dusty, when your blade gets rusty, with a shins, when your broom smells funny, when a hex takes your money, what's gonna save you, honey? Just with a shins, all you witches and all your old magicians, it's time to start listening to winter shins. When the crowd gets fussy, when the floor gets dusty, when your blade gets rusty, with a shins, when your broom smells funny, when a hex takes your money, what's gonna save you, honey? Just with a shins, all you witches and all your old magicians, it's time to start listening to winter shins.
Got the world on my ass and I'm gonna jump fast. Be the first, won't be the last. I've got the world up my ass. Society, murder me up. Take a bite, spit it out. Take the rules, rip them up, get them down. Twisted mind, twisted brain. You know I'm going insane. I just tell them, get back when they tell me how to act. I've got the world. Got the world up my ass. Society, murder me up. Take a bite, spit it out. Take the rules, rip them up, down, down. You know I've got the world up my ass. Take a bite, spit it out, take the rules, rip them up, down, down.
Born and raised where the face is a pasty, in a place where your race is the best cheek. Got his first taste believing he greatly, but was laced out the gate with the best lead. Daddy Fred put hella millions on his head start after getting pinched at a Klan march. Just the average, pro-white simpleton, fuckboy birthright made out of privilege. Baby man hand bitch, baby man hands with the griff, baby man hands with the band on the muzzle end, baby man hands taking parents from kids. Come again, come again, come again. Bane of the Dems and Republicans, blame on the TV president. Fame got the little man lusting for some. Make America great, but when was America great? When was America safe? Especially if your face is a different shade, man. Fuck what they saying. Look,
baby man hands, 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 baby man hands.
How that cold working out for you? How that farming, you know, working out for you? How them terrorists feel making real terrorists? Blue-eyed school shooting white boys having fits. More government bailouts for the people who say get the hell out. For the people who claim they've had it, but meet the new welfare queen heroin addicts. Skin dim in a motherfucker. Still horny for Stormy, but can't cuff her. Still cuffed by Vladimir, that is clear. Still got eyes for his daughter, but can't fuck her. Call Trump University, cause this fake shit brings out the worst in me. Fake news, fake views, fake telecasts, fed to the fake by the fake, full of fake facts. Fuck y'all with Kelly and Dick. And start picking truth over fake shit. Start realizing you made this dimwit, racist, rapist president. Come again, did a true story. Grab him by the pussy and go for it. Grab him by the Fox Newscast whore. Do what you want, there will be no arrest warrant. Cause he here for the tape with hotels, vodka and steaks. Sucking off the EPA while the whole planet get fried. Realize that it's fine people on both sides. And I'm fresh out of tears, fresh out of fucks I can give, fresh out of love long as police shooting at kids. Fresh out, get the fuck out of here, baby man hands.
Baby man hands, baby man hands. Baby man hands, baby man hands.
Okay.
Baby man hands, baby man hands.
That's right.
Baby man hands, baby man hands. Baby man hands, baby man hands.
There you go.
Baby man hands, baby man hands.
Wipe his nose.
Baby man hands, baby man hands. Baby man hands, baby man hands. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little L's. Tell us his mental capacity failed. Tell us he's mental and gone off the rails. Maybe y'all call Kavanaugh for some help.
Bone spurs, deferred, still talks tough but ain't served. Still struck a nerve when the word got out about crowd size. So we brought up Hillary and Barack's lies. Can't fuck with the dog, we stuck with the dog. No luck with the dog. Can't understand why they still can't get a raise. Hard knock life when the stock price still raised. But America is great, great. For some it ain't up for debate. And some eat lobster and steak. And some just pray. And some can't wait for the change.
Eye to eye. I
Death Clock on Widdershins Radio.
Yes.
And we hear some Bad Religion and some Agent Orange and some Circle Jerks and more Circle Jerks. And, Paris. A new Paris album's coming out September 25th. That's one of the only tracks available in the iTunes store. Baby Man Hands. Who do you think that's about?
You?
No, dear. You know better than that.
I have no idea.
Well, I will just leave that to the listeners. But looks like
you do understand that I'm humoring you.
I know you better than you know yourself.
No.
Yeah. So, it's coming out September 25th, man. The names of the tracks look epic. And, if ever we needed a new Paris album, we need it now. My God. I mean, all of his other stuff was great, but it was all about Bush and stuff. And it's like, we're so beyond that now. Let's see, we took last week off. Emotional support clown to the left of me, Marta.
Yeah, Joker to the right.
And a lot's fucking happened.
Okay. Who's that knocking at the door?
I don't know. Take the phone for a second.
All right, so we were expecting a delivery earlier, but that already came. That kind of came and went. Be careful. Keep your distance. Oh, is that my package? Oh, is that my package?
I don't know.
Well, it's not your package. Okay, I was supposed to get a package tomorrow, but that might be my package. Somebody knocked on the door. The dogs went a-barking, and, yeah.
Send an envelope.
Okay.
Thing.
All right. I will hand it over to you.
All righty then. Okay, so what the hell were you talking about?
I was just talking about the package.
Oh, okay. So I didn't miss anything. So
No.
we're, with everything that's happening, Ruth Bader Ginsburg died since the last broadcast. The Republicans are trying.
She just died on Friday.
The Republicans are trying to rush through the process. They're like trying to rush through some Catholic anti-abortion.
Ramming people through.
Yes, they're trying to ram people through, and the first one he's come up with is some anti-abortion Catholic woman. I just don't understand. I don't even think people like that should be allowed to vote, let alone be a judge. It's like if you have such strong political opinions, well, you can't have those being a judge. This is the whole problem with our system. They want to nominate a liberal judge. They want to nominate a conservative judge. I don't think they should have a politic. How are you going to be impartial in the highest court in the land and go into it with a politic, with a party? This is where Trump's gotten his idea of, Obama judges and Trump judges. Well, there's supposed to be no such thing. They're supposed to be judges, fair, impartial, that kind of thing. That's what we expect from a common judge, let alone the highest court in the fucking land. And I don't know where Marta heard it, but there was an idea floating around of Trump nominating his fucking daughter to be a Supreme Court justice. Can you imagine that? I mean, the reasoning is obvious because the only one that he knows is going to be loyal to him no matter what once they get into, once they get to the position. And that I kind of hope for, a lot of the people running for this. It's like, yes, sir, do whatever you want, sir. Yeah, whatever, sir. And then they get in and then they act like judges and don't do whatever he fucking wants. That's the only thing I can hope for. It's like once he's gotten the appointment, unless they commit a crime or something like that, it's a lifelong appointment. Hard to get rid of them. So once they have the job, they can do whatever the fuck they want. But so maybe, maybe there'll be some that will be kissing Trump's ass, and they won't really be kissing Trump's ass. This is 2020, people. This is how far down the rabbit hole we've gone, where like that's the minimal hope that I can hold out for in this particular moment in our history. And good we have so many archives. I'm going to have to pay for a larger package here on Spreaker just so we can store more archives. We're running out of room.
You can always, in my opinion,
in your opinion,
you can always use a larger package.
Yeah. And,
I'm not going to argue.
Well, I'm just saying, we've been only giving the people the tip of our package.
Which is so unfair.
Forever.
So
we literally can go on the air 3 hours a day, unlimited times per day, which means we could do 3 hours, reboot, 3 hours, reboot,
and we've
3 hours, reboot.
Bitches,
we did it once.
We have done that.
We did 9 hours.
We have done that, and it worked.
It worked. We could do that.
Yeah.
Remember
how much business I booked that day?
Yeah.
It didn't even have anything to do with the show, but I was like over and over and over again.
Yeah. We could do that.
Yeah,
we could do that.
Can.
But what I'm saying here now is, outside of the amount of package that we could still give them after just teasing them with the tip for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Soon I'll have to pay for a larger package just for the storage space alone.
Okay.
Just to store all our archives.
Yeah.
We're going to run out of room and I have to pay for. So even if we
because
don't give them the larger package,
so
they're going to pay for the larger package.
Of course we have to store it.
We're content providers. That's like what we do.
Yeah.
And the dogs are getting ready to make a bunch of fucking noise. The chaos that is Widdershins. Even the dogs know.
Even the dogs. The dogs are so chaotic.
So we're sitting in the background, which you can't see because this is radio, so I'll tell you. We're glued to CNN, waiting for the Riot show to happen. It's always great TV.
Fake news, CNN, not...
Yes. So we're watching CNN to wait for the riot to happen. I believe it was 3 officers charged in the death of Breonna Taylor. One of them was indicted today, or only one of them was indicted today, and he was indicted for reckless endangerment, I believe.
Something like that,
yeah. Some innocuous-sounding fucking thing that sounds nothing like murder or manslaughter, or one of the words we wanted to hear. And they've had a state of emergency for, I think, 2 days in Kentucky, where the what they call it, where the grand jury was convening over this, and they've been floating in military and all kinds of hardware, and of course demonstrators are flocking. Or I'm sorry, it's Louisville. Oh, wait, that's Kentucky, right?
Yeah,
Louisville. Okay, so it's in Kentucky. So didn't this thing happen in Georgia?
I was wrong. It happened in Kentucky.
It did happen in Kentucky. Okay, yes. I've been thinking.
I said Georgia, and I was wrong. It's Kentucky.
I don't know if everybody could just get organized and show up somewhere else. Even some other place in Kentucky, they're all like ready to have a war in this one place in Kentucky, and
7.
My dear. So I'm looking at the news. There's like people marching in the streets. It's still daylight. Usually, when night falls, these things kind of switch. So unfortunately, we won't be on the air for that. But I'm sure we'll be posting it on our Facebook pages and stuff. The Proud Boys are going there. Some right-wing militia group. That apparently gets grants from the government. I just learned today. The Proud Boys get grants from the United States government. So they're going there with all their weapons and stuff. We could have the black militia show up. I forget they're the Not Fucking Around Coalition, I think. The NFAC. They could show up. Protesters are already showing up. but it tends to be these things kind of heat up at night, so it might be a fascinating night of television, watching CNN to see what happens. I remember when this all happened regarding George Floyd's death, it was just like countrywide pretty much, and it was pretty much the riot show on CNN for days. That's all you did, or at least every night when darkness fell across the country. Meanwhile, we have a small riot going on in the house here. We've got the puppy playing with this 70-pound huge fucking dog on the hardwood floors. Very loud, and I'm sure you guys are hearing all that, but that's good background. It's good background music, like snarling beasts and stuff on the Witterson show. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, dear. So I've been TikToking lately.
Yeah.
And Marta just showed me, I just, 2 days ago, I was at 5,150 followers. And 2 days, I just got to like 10K. Marta just showed me I'm at 10.7K.
Yes.
Followers on TikTok. So that's what I'm
and
momentarily distracted.
my theory about it is, it's really hard to get your initial followers. Like you can have the best content ever, but somebody can go to your page and be like, oh, they have 2 followers. Oh, never mind. And both you and I
do that to people.
Yeah, guilty of that. But then when you see good content, you go on somebody's page and they've got several thousand followers. Then the next person is going to follow. The next person, it's kind of like an avalanche. Like it's really slow to start, but once you get momentum, and that's kind of like how when we were dog sitters. Do you remember how long it took me to get my first booking?
Yeah.
And then as soon as I got like the first one and like my one good review and then another one, and then like a month later, I was slammed.
Yeah.
And I think it follows that same trajectory. Like the more people that follow you, the more people you're going to get to follow you. Huh. And when you have fewer, it takes longer, which it's really hard to even explain. But that's how it seems to work.
Well, and the reason I bring up TikTok is I'm trying to figure out all the stuff that happened in 2 weeks since we've been on the air. And last week, TikTok, Sunday, I believe, was supposed to be banned from the App Store and the Google App Store. You couldn't download it. TikTok still functions, or was still going to be functioning, but you couldn't download it and they couldn't update it. But then there was a court case somewhere, and a federal judge ruled with regard to WeChat that it was a violation of our free speech, and they couldn't do that. And the story I read only was referencing WeChat, which is kind of side by side in this attack by Trump and his people against these apps. But apparently it affected TikTok too, because I just checked and it's still on the App Store. It's still there. You can go get fucking TikTok still. Now, they're going back and forth. They're trying to force these Chinese companies to sell their controlling stock to Walmart and Oracle. And Chinese ain't having it. So I'm not sure really how that's going to go. But Trump has set it to where, or he had set it to where TikTok would be banned and wouldn't function anymore in the United States after, I believe it was November 13th. But now we've got this other court case which stopped them from
15th.
Yeah, but now we got this federal court case which stopped them from blocking it on the App Store. So I'm not even sure if that's going to apply, anyways. And I would certainly, I certainly hope and pray that by the 13th of November, this bitch won't be president anymore. Or I'm sure it's really a stupid idea that we let him sit around till fucking January after they lose. And that'll probably all change after this, because we're going to find out how bad it could have gone if we just had a butthurt little bitch in office. But we didn't have that. We've had some fucked up people. We just haven't had a butthurt little bitch that lashes out against everybody and tries to get revenge all the fucking time. And we never had that before. And he's going to have from November, let's say the 5th or the 6th, when they count absentee ballots, or definitely by November 13th, we should definitely fucking know that he's not the fucking president anymore. But that means...
Do you hear that?
What's that?
See that? Trump will not commit to peaceful transfer of power.
Whoa, they're
what the
psychic.
hell does that mean? Peaceful transfer of power?
They're
so
psychic. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
It says...
Yeah.
I mean, we'll probably have to watch this again and turn the volume up, but on our screen it says Trump won't commit to peaceful transfer power.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're looking at that, and that has to be approved by the White House. We may or may not approve it. That sounds like a political move, because when you have Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, these great companies coming up with the vaccines, and they've done testing and everything else.
All right, now he's talking about the vaccines there. And I don't want to give him much airtime. But I, have to watch the fuckery. That's it. 2020's
the dogs are even getting agitated.
Continual train wreck. Just keeps happening. Just keeps getting worse, and we just can't not look away, or we can't look away. Crazy times.
Yeah.
So then we got the TikTok thing. We got Ruth Bader Ginsburg dying. Trump's trying to rush in
this fucking stupid bitch who thinks she's into like the whole one vote per household thing, which basically, to just like quickly explain what that basically means, is that the husband, who is considered in her little cult, the husband is the head of household, so whoever the husband wants to vote for, that's the one vote for representing everybody. Now, I do not know what kind of concessions they're making. I mean, there's so many households that only have the mom.
Yeah.
So, like, what about that? What about lesbian households? Like, I really don't know how they're dealing with any of that. Because what that means is that, like, if you get a divorce, then, your vote as the husband counts for one, and then your wife's vote also counts for one, which doesn't help anybody.
Luckily, it's a stupid fucking thing that they could never.
It's an extremely stupid thing, but
they could never implement.
But this is the person who's number one on his list.
Yeah.
She's a woman who is. Okay, so listen to this. So these people are so hardcore about abortion, anti-pro-life people. Listen to this. I read an analysis yesterday. I don't remember if it was in Time Magazine or The Atlantic. I don't remember. But this person some expert was like analyzing all the justices. So check this out. This person said the swing vote is going to be Brett Kavanaugh. Jeez. So just sit there for a second. It's so bad. Shit is so bad that Brett Kavanaugh is the swing vote. I can't. I can't.
2020, fuck you. And so we're here in New Orleans, where we keep dodging hurricanes and tropical storms. They keep going around us. We've been preparing every time, because we never experienced such a thing. We've been doing
what don't have a motherfucking generator.
We've been doing what the locals tell us to do. So far, we're good. They keep going around us. Or there's one that's now a tropical depression that's passing by us.
It's like not even raining, so that one's nothing.
I think we're supposed to get a little rain from that one still, but that's about it.
And our dogs are humping. They don't care.
Yeah, the birds. That's the thing.
Birds are chirping.
Well, that's the thing we noticed with the first one that was going to be coming here. It was really big. The birds all disappeared.
Which one? Sal or Marco?
With the F.
F?
What's the one that tore through the other part of Louisiana? Western Louisiana.
Oh, Lake Charles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laura.
Laura. Yeah,
Laura.
Laura.
Yeah, when Laura was heading here, all the birds just kind of disappeared for a couple days. That's going to be our clue. With these other ones, they didn't really. So I wasn't much chance shit was coming here. So we're learning the ways of our land.
Yeah, totally.
As our people have done for thousands of generations.
Our people.
Our peoples.
Our people.
Yes. What else was I going to say about the current state of affairs?
What else is there besides COVID, the election, and the Supreme Court? Really, what else is there?
Well,
okay,
it'd be
Rihanna.
nice
Rihanna.
yeah.
It was a big thing. But what else?
It'd be nice if the world would chill out a little bit so we could just talk about some witch news and some rumors and stupid little witch wars and shit like that. Yeah. Good times, man. Memories. Meanwhile, the dogs are just thrashing
Dogs will
around.
be dogs.
Oh, let's see. I think I did have another story, but let's see what time it is. 5:35. Oh, 5:35. Time to put the child's food in the oven and play you some shit. We shall be back. Let's see. Once I find out what I'm going to fucking play. You know what? Where is it? Oh, I'm not singing the song I want. Well, how about this?
By nationality, I'm a member of a growing populace. We enforce our popularity. There are things that seem to pull us under, and there are things that drag us down. But there's a power and a vital presence that's lurking all around. We got the American Jesus, see him on the interstate. We've got the American Jesus, he outbuilt the president's estate. I feel sorry for the Earth's population, 'cause some people live in the USA. At least the foreigners can copy our morality. They can visit but they cannot stay. Only precious few can garner the prosperity, and it's us want the freedom confidence. We got a place to go where we die, and the architect resides right here. We've got the American Jesus, fostering national faith. We've got the American Jesus, overwhelming millions every day. He's the farmer here in fields, the books the army wields, expressions on the faces of the starting millions, the power of the plan, the fuel that drives the clan. He's the motive and the conscience of the murderer. He's a preacher on TV, the false sincerity, the formula that's written by the big computers and nuclear bombs, the kids with no moms, and I'm fearful that he's inside me. Yeah, we've got the American Jesus, see him on the interstate. We've got the American Jesus, exercising his authority. We've got the American Jesus, bolstering national faith. We've got the American Jesus, overwhelming millions every day. Yeah.
All right, I had to have two just to get through it. I probably already knew this for most of my life, but, it took my wife to put it into the proper terminology once upon a time. It's like, sometimes you just got to rock out. And that's the way to get through the darkest of times. So we've been rocking out a lot. Hey, can you tell me, does Mojo have some unauthorized thing in his mouth? That's the puppy.
Mojo.
He's eating something. I don't know what it is. Okay, now he's got nothing. All right, cool. But I had to rock out another song so I could absorb the information that I saw upon the screen on CNN in the background. Now, first, Trump says that the FDA has politicized vaccine approval, and Trump says he may overrule the FDA on vaccine approval. Yeah. Now, before you get too scared, kids, in case, you're new to the game, Trump usually touts powers that he does not have. He does not have that power. He can't make an executive decision, or what do you call it, executive order, to distribute a vaccine that has not been approved by science.
I don't know what he thinks he can and cannot do, but
he always does this shit.
Okay, but if the FDA literally is not approving a drug, it's like, okay, dude, okay. The only people who are going to take it are your base.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
That's cool. That is cool.
If his base decides to take it, they're going to twist their arm.
Like bleach.
Yeah.
Like oleandrin.
I'm not going to be made to feel bad.
Yeah.
It's not our problem. So
I
if
don't.
you want to, great.
I don't feel bad, and I don't. When masses of Trump supporters get COVID and die because they went to one of his rallies, or biker Trump supporters go to some foreign town to have their biker rally, and they defiantly don't wear masks while waving Trump flags around, and then they die off in huge droves. This is happening. I don't feel bad about that at all. This is culling the herd. This is how we stop. This is how we stop ourselves from becoming idiocracy. Even though we came so close, we could still go there. But when you basically, if you haven't seen the movie Idiocracy, it's when you allow the stupid to reproduce and the stupid to rule. This is where the world goes, and this is where our world has gone for what is almost 4 fucking years of this shit, right? Oh my God. 4 fucking years of this shit. I just can't believe it.
Ain't really big patch.
Ooh, nice. Trump won't commit to a peaceful transfer of power is the headline before me right now. Cool. Well, basically, the way I understand it, the night that Biden is sworn in, the CIA or the Secret Service no longer follows Trump's orders. So while he may be in the White House, the people that
they will forcibly.
Yeah, the people that protect him within the White House will be the people carrying the motherfucker out, and hopefully the FBI will be waiting on the outside to haul him away to answer for all of his other fucking crimes. Which if you haven't been paying attention again, the reason Trump is so desperate to win is he is indictable all over the fucking place. Even Mueller said it in the Russia probe when they asked him if Trump wasn't the sitting president, could he be indictable on these crimes? And the answer was absolutely. Not, I think so, maybe, I'm not sure. Absolutely. And he knows it. But if he gets 4 more years, his crimes may have run out. What is it? Oh, God, I can't think of the word now. The statute of limitations will have run out on some of his crimes, and he won't be prosecutable for them anymore. But if he doesn't win, he's prosecutable for all kind of shit. Yeah, I know. Do you seriously need to do this shit again, dog? Over here, doing radio magic here, man. God. At any rate, That's the real thing. It's not like he cares about his party. He cares about the country. Not like he cares about any of the causes that he acted like he supported. He supports his own fucking ass and wants to keep his own fucking ass out of prison. Now, he said the other day that if he loses to Biden, we'll never see him again. Now, that's great. I love that. But unless he runs to his private jet and flies directly to Russia, I don't know if that's going to happen. I think he's going to be sitting in a prison cell with cameras on him that will be fed to the internet, where we'll all be able to watch him. That's the only way we're ever going to feel better about this, is if we can all watch Trump rot in prison 24/7 through the interwebs. Somebody should suggest that has more powers in there than I do. But we're gonna need to see it. So we're watching the news. It's not quite dark here. We're about an hour behind Eastern time, but in Louisville, Kentucky, troops are gathered and protesters are gathering. We're going to see what happens throughout the night. Most of that will probably happen after the show, but maybe we'll be talking about it next week. If there's not some other crazy fucking shit going on. Let's see. Just looking at the news. Let me see. I did have a story that was not about these fucktards. Let me see if I have it still. No. Ah, yes. Here we go. This is Storm Fairy Wolf. I know him. I found it on the Wild Hunt opinion, an op-ed, if you will. A little bit of history repeating the new satanic panic. We live in a strange world, my friends. One that's populated with many colorful personalities and individuals. Our diversity is our strength. We have no shortage of opinions, perspectives, and voices. That myriad of voices is what makes the alternative spirituality movement as robust and vibrant as it is. While many of those voices, if not most, are what adds strength and beauty to our communities, there are some that, either in their ignorance or outright derangement, a growing threat to rational thought and health of our society. A dire-sounding warning, and not one that I'm leveling lightly. I'm referring, of course, to QAnon, the latest manifestation of group psychosis and hysteria to hit the scene since a failed businessman and his mediocre reality TV show host was gobsmackingly elected to the nation's highest office. Even I have been tempted to at least consider the possibility that the Kern Collider time slip theory might actually have some merit at this point. Okay, fine, maybe not. In short, QAnon is baseless conspiracy theories that asserts that the world has fallen prey to an evil cabal of satanic pedophile Democrats. Pedophile Democrats who have infiltrated Hollywood, the media, the highest levels of world governments, the so-called deep state, according to QAnon. These Satanists use the blood of children to extend their own lives and are working to pull down Donald Trump, whom they believe is waging a secret war against pedophiles and child trafficking, and in some pretty eyebrow-raising thoughts about Tom Hanks, Oprah Winfrey,
Lady Gaga.
the Wayfair website being used for human trafficking. Yeah, here you go, Lady Gaga, the Baphomet, and more. And you have all the markings of a crazy conspiracy theory, the likes of which we haven't seen since the Satanic Panic of the 1980s and early 90s. I'm a warlock of a certain age, and so I remember the Satanic Panic and what it did to real people's lives. Accusations of global satanic conspiracy that had infiltrated police and governments abounded, in which members' families were alleged to ritually abuse and even sacrifice their children to the devil, often drinking their blood in their macabre rites. No evidence... Macabre, yes. No evidence was ever found, of course, because of the conspiracy, and perhaps even because of special technology not available to the public, like portable cremation machines.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Really?
It was all so over the top. It's hard to think anybody actually ever believed in it. But believe in it, they did. And real people went to jail without a scrap of evidence. The McMartin preschool scandal of 1983 was a precursor to the more recent Pizzagate. But both shared the same DNA. Both involved accusations of occultist pedophiles operating with impunity under everyone's noses. Enough to stoke real fears, even if nothing ever actually happened. It might have been fake news, but real people's lives were destroyed as a result, like Damien Eccles of the West Memphis Three, who in 1993 was wrongfully convicted along with two other teens of the grisly murders of 3 8-year-old boys in what law enforcement and the media proclaimed to be the result of a satanic ritual. While there was no physical evidence linking the teenagers to murders, Eccles was interested in the occult, and this proved to be all that was needed for the prosecution to focus on him in what became a literal witch trial. Now, in hindsight, it all sounds somewhat incongruous in much the same way that the events of the Salem witch trials might sound as much to the modern observer, but taken contextually, these intangible, unproven accusations remain enough to stoke fear to the degree that eventually anything seems possible, even the otherwise unthinkable. No matter how far-fetched, demonstrably false, or downright absurd, the West Memphis Three spent 18 years of their lives in prison because of the unfounded fears and prejudices. And some people are still in prison because of the Satanic Panic today. When I first heard of QAnon, it seemed easy enough to dismiss. It's not even that original an idea. It directly draws from anti-Semitic propaganda and repurposes many of the same claims and accusations that have been leveled against Jewish people for centuries, repackaging them in a new fad movement of pop hatred, only disguised in the form of defending the vulnerable. The ultimate concern trolls, QAnon believers hide behind the fallacy of protecting children, and in so doing may actually be hurting the very cause that they think they were the champions of. What causes my concern, however, is the sheer number of people who seem to be, for lack of a better phrase, body snatched by the movement, as if their brains have been rewired to only believe what the cult tells them to believe. Despite all evidence to the contrary, they believe wholeheartedly that they are the ones that have it right, and that the rest of us are either ignorant sheep or part of the secretive cabal as well. And in part, we are to blame. The Wild Hunts readers may already know this, but it recently came to my attention that depending on where a person lives, their Google results will be drastically different. And we're not just asking about which Starbucks is closest or which Walmart hours are. We will get fundamentally different results in terms of news and information and current topics. For extra credit, do this little experiment in a separate page. Go to Google, type climate change is, and observe what the predictive speech suggestions say. Feel free to share the results in the comments section of this article. I'll start. Climate change is accelerating. Climate change is nothing to worry about. Climate change is real shit. Climate change is a social justice issue. Climate change is Climate change is good. Climate change is caused by. Climate change is inevitable. Climate change is evidenced by which of the following Quizlet? Climate change is an absolute nightmare. This underscores the necessity to get our information from multiple sources, but we also have to consider these sources as well. For years, I've heard people on the left as well as the right bemoan the existence of corporate media. The accusation is that since these media conglomerates are privately owned businesses, it is their best interest to not report on activities that would cast a bad light on their corporate masters. I do think that this is a concern, but not in the degree that it has been assumed by the growing fringe. And this is a fringe. This has easily infiltrated the pagan and spirituality communities and been quietly growing in plain sight for many, many years. And it goes on. It's a very long article. Well written by a friend of ours, Storm Fairy Wolf. Check that out at The Wild Hunt, thewildhunt.org. And let's see. I hear your beeping, motherfuckers. I think I didn't hear enough misfits yet.
Give me a T. T. Give me an R. R. Give me an E. E. Give me an A. A. Give me an S. S. Give me an O. O. Give me an N. N. What's that spell? Treason. What's that spell? Treason. One more time. Treason. You're all going to get arrested. My name is John Riley. I'll have your ear only a while. I left my dear home in Ireland. It was death, starvation, or exile. When I got to America, it was my duty to go. Enter the army and slog across Texas to join in the war against Mexico. And it was there in the pueblos and hillsides that I saw the mistake I had made. Part of a conquering army with the morals of a bayonet blade. And there amidst all these poor dying Catholics, screaming children, the burning stench of it all, myself and 200 Irishmen decided to rise to the call. From Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom denied. So we formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side. We formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side. We marched neath the green flag of St. Patrick, emblazoned with Erin Gobra, bright with the harp and the shamrock, and Libertad para Mexicana. Just 50 years after Wolftone, 5,000 miles away, the Yanks called us a legion of strangers, and they can talk as they may. But from Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom denied. So we formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side. We formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side. We fought them in Matamoros, where their volunteers were raping the nuns. In Monterrey and Cerro Gordo, we fought on as Ireland's sons. We were the red-headed fighters for freedom amidst these brown-skinned women and men. Side by side we fought against tyranny, and I dare say we'd do it again. From Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom denied. So we formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side. We formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side. We fought them in 5 major battles. Churubusco was the last. Overwhelmed by the cannons from Boston, we fell after each mortar blast. Most of us died on that hillside in the service of the Mexican state. So far from our occupied homeland, we were heroes and victims of fate. From Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom denied. So we formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side. From Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom denied. So we formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side. We formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side.
David Roberts. Witterson's. I almost said Free Radio Santa Cruz.
He played at your shop many years ago.
I think he did.
He did.
Yeah.
I don't think we were living together yet, but I was there. And it was probably like, I don't know, 15 years ago, maybe 16 years ago. But definitely David Rovics.
I have shared a stage with the man many a time, and that's probably one of my favorite songs. I don't play a whole lot of David Rovics, but that particular song, I'd never heard of the St. Patrick's Battalion. And looking it up on YouTube, he did a video using the footage from a movie called One Man's Hero, which is actually about St. Patrick's Battalion, which caused me to watch the movie. It's like, you know that the bad guy in Platoon with the big scar on his face?
Yeah.
He was the star of that. He was the captain
The good guy.
of the St. Patrick's Battalion.
Yeah, the good guy.
He was really young. He was way before, he didn't really have a scar, but, it was way before that. But it was like probably one of his early roles in his career. And it's a pretty epic movie. I don't even think I had to. It was so obscure, I don't think I had to pay for it on demand. I just found it, but it was a pretty epic fucking movie.
Best shit.
Yeah, it is. So we've been watching a little bit of clashing in the streets of Louisville after the
home of what's his face, Mitch McConnell. So. I mean...
I'm sorry, you're looking at, like, lingerie over here. I'm kind of distracted.
I'm looking at lingerie, but I'm listening to this. Mitch McConnell, like, his...
I can't think of that in lingerie in the same breath, dude.
Kentucky has been electing Mitch McConnell since the 80s. So, I mean, I wasn't holding my breath for there to be some, great verdict.
Yeah.
Clearly, and like I already knew which way it was going. Like, this is the state that's kept Mitch McConnell. Like, he's been in office longer than anybody, and he's the worst. So what does that say about Kentucky?
Well, I mean, you spent all of your American life in California, and I spent all of my life in California.
Yeah.
So Kentucky, on a map in my mind, was just a place that said Darby Dragons. That was the South. I'd never go to the fucking South in a million years, but here we are. We're in the fucking South now.
We're actually closer to Kentucky than we are in California.
I mean, we're so south. The only more south you could go is if you were in Florida. I mean, does Texas reach down that far? No. I don't think so. I think Florida reaches down the farthest. That's as south as you can go. But we're second to Florida. We're as south as you can be.
No, I think Texas reaches down further south than Louisiana.
All right. Other than Texas and Florida, we're as south as you can be.
I'm gonna see it. Right
and it wakes me up at night thinking how close we are to places like Mississippi and.
We're really close to
Kentucky.
Mississippi.
I mean, it's right fucking next to us. If it would have been cool if Florida just took a little bit more land, and then there wouldn't be any Mississippi next to us. But.
Okay, so here we go. So
we're over here looking
Texas,
at a map.
Here's Louisiana. Texas is obviously lower than us.
What are all these little pictures? There's a bear up in that one state.
Just stay on course.
It's radio. I got to describe shit.
Stay on course.
That is course.
So Texas and Florida are very close to each other. Florida is like a little bit further south, but not much.
All right, so Texas and
Definitely
Florida are more south than us.
Yes.
So we're the third most southern place you could be.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
We're in third.
That would be safe to say.
Yes.
I can say that. Yes. I will say that. We're the third most southern. And I never expected to be in the South at all.
Very, very, very close second is Texas. And then we're more of a distant third. And then I think you have the Panhandle, but there's like a little piece of Alabama that's fighting for Mississippi to be in fourth place. And that's something I'd fight about, but apparently...
Wait, Alabama's fighting what? Alabama
is fighting Mississippi to be in fourth place for the southernmost state. Kind of the same.
And rednecks always fighting each other and shit.
Yep.
Jesus.
But we're in third.
We're in third.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I never expected to be that close to these people, especially, the possibility of civil war is, pretty damn likely.
At least we know Trump's not going to aim the nukes right on us because we're in a red state.
Yeah, we're in a red state, but we're in a purple dot in the red state. Yeah. Hey, we got there's a Navy base on our river.
There is
and
actually
Air Force base.
Multiple Air Force bases.
Yeah.
And there's a naval base and all that shit. Well,
we get to see F-15s flying by all the time.
Major ports of the United States.
Yeah.
So, of course, we're going to have Air Forces and shit.
Yeah, so don't fuck with us.
Don't fuck with us.
What were we talking about?
Naval bases.
Oh.
And Air Force things. And how southern we are.
Yeah, I think that was the subject, is how southern we are.
Yeah.
What a culture shock that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Southern.
Speaking of which, I need to look up... what is it? I think it's WitchCon's first, right? Yeah, let's see.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, well, we'll have to figure that out soon. Let's see. WitchCon. I'm Googling this for you. Not TwitchCon, you fucking idiots. WitchCon online. There we go. See? You could have done this on Google, but I'm doing this for you because it's a podcast. But I guess this would be the next thing coming up that we know of because, COVID and weird shit happened. But one of the things that happened during COVID is the Hex Fest here in New Orleans had to figure out how to change their entire format and go digitally, which caused several other festivals to do the same. And up till then, everybody just been canceling for the year because of COVID. But Hexfest found a different way. And then in the finding a different way, Hexfest just decided, hey, why don't we start a whole new yearly festival that's only online? It'll never be affected by any shit going on anywhere. It's all remote. It's all digital. And that's WitchCon. And it's coming. A WitchCon. Online 2021, a live stream magical conference. It's from Friday, March 5th to Sunday, March 7th. Join the largest online conference.
It's dark in Kentucky.
Uh-oh, shit's getting ready to happen in Kentucky. Join the largest online magical conference in the world devoted to witchcraft, conjure, and root work. Learn more at www.witchcon.com. Brian Kane and Christian Day and the Hex Education Network present WitchCon, an online 2021, the largest online magical conference in the world, devoted to witchcraft, conjure, root work, where you can connect with leading experts on the arts of magic from across the globe. And while many people may say shit like this, Trump may make large boasts like this that don't pan out, this one is the largest online magical conference of its kind because it keeps fucking growing. And in a couple minutes, I'm going to have to take several deep breaths just to read through the list of fucking presenters. It's epic. Tickets are $95, dude. $95. There's like 100. There's at least 100 presenters last I heard. We'll see in a minute. But $95 and offers access to all classes and performances, both live and on demand, which means you can watch them later or you can watch them again, whatever you want to do after the event is over, so you won't have to miss a single magical moment. Our interactive vending area is free and open to the public and features an enchanting array of magical merchants offering bewitching products you can purchase directly on screen. Our presenters for the 2021, the first WitchCon, are the preeminent masters. I love this because I'm in this list to be called a preeminent master. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. That was less about me, more about you. Are the preeminent masters of the magical arts and include A.C. Fisher, L. Degg, Alexander Cabot, Alexis A. Ariondo, and Eric J. Librado, Amy Blackthorne, Baba Teddy, Ben Bell-Wynn, Brian Kane, Byron Ballard, Carrie O'Crow, my bro, Candelo Cambisa, Carrie Ewers, Carly Dwyer, Caroline Kenner, Kat the Guard, also one of our peeps, Celeste Key.
She introduced us to Gator.
She did. Charity Bedell, Christian Day, Christine Steffens, Craig Spencer, Darcy Velez, Denise Alvarado, Diana Rachel, The Dragon Ritual Drummers, E. Massey, Elohim Lafara, Ellie Barnes, Ellen Everett Hopman, Father Sebastian, Fiona Horn, Freya Bishop, Gary Senior, Michael Nottingham, Georgie, I almost said Grigori, Georgie Mishev, Geraldine Beskin, Chiana Michael Salvato, Hugan Senchak, Jack C. Beatriz, James Devine, Jennifer Medway, Jim Sayers, Judy Ann Knock, Kadrick Olson, Kenya T. Koviak, Crystal Athena Hubbard, Crystal Madison, Lady Kate Henrot, Jim Zhao, Henriette Zhao, Lady Rhea, Leanne Marma, Levi Rowland, Lilith Dorsey, Martha Moran Gonzalez, Mary Grace Farhoon, Melanie Marquis, Michael Carell, I at least know how to say that name, Michael Faree, Michael Herks, Mickey Mueller, Kelly and Sean Marie Jeffrey, Melissa Mayhem, Nathan King, Oberon Zell, Papa Hector, Pastor Phil Wyman, Patricia Telesco, Penny Delina Bedard, Phyllis Karat, Priestess Miriam Shamani, Raven Digitalis, Rebecca Spirit, Reverend Paul Barrow. Paul Barrow, that's right, the herb books that we like. Robert Place, Sandra Wright, Sean Wild, San Elias, Shaheen Miro, Shannon Marie Dioust, Silver Ravenwolf, Sarita Deste, Starcastus, Silver Raven, Star Ravenhawk, Stephen Skinner, Tara Sanchez. I'm seriously going blurry. This list is so fucking long. Quit adding fucking presenters. Christian, stop it. Oh my God. Taran S. Tassas, Wittenhurst, the Buckland Museum of Witchcraft and Magic. They're going to bring the whole museum to the internet. Thorin Mooney, Tanya Brown. We're getting to V's. It's got to be over soon. Vial Hughes, Witch Doctor Utu, and Yashay Matthews. $95, people. If you can't come up with $95
each
by fucking March,
it's like $1 a piece.
You are not worth your blade and your wand, man. Get out there, do some fucking money magic. Oh my God, the amount of shit that you could learn, and you can watch it again and again later and relearn stuff you missed. Oh my God, I mean, just alone, Michael Carell. I mean, that's just epic right there. But these people, and I certainly never thought in a million years, and if I still had a diary, I would have to write, "Dear Diary, you won't believe what happened. I'm on the same bill as, what's her name now? Ravenhawk, dudes. Not Ravenhawk. Silver Raven Wolf. See, I even forgot her name. Dear Diary, I'm on the same bill with Silver Raven Wolf.
You don't even know.
Can you
who
fucking
that is.
believe? I totally know who that is.
You got the name wrong. You said.
I totally know that.
Ravenhawk.
That was the only author that I ever banned from my shop. I didn't even ban the Quran,
But you
the
said
Bible, the
Ravenhawk.
Satanic Bible.
You
I know.
said
I fucked it up,
Ravenhawk.
and I found what I was missing, and I fixed it.
After
So
you fucked it up.
yeah, after I fucked it up, everybody already heard that. Do we need you like reminding us
Do we need you
of
to
what
be
already happened?
So petty.
I made a doll and it looks like you. It's cute, small, and it smells
Long ago in a dusty village full of hunger, pain, and strife, a man came forth with a vision of truth and the way to a better life. He was convinced he had the answer, and he compelled people to follow along. But the hunger never vanished, and the man was banished, and the village dried up and died. At a time when wise men peered through glass tubes towards the sky, the heavens changed in predictable ways, and one man was able to find that he thought he found the answer, and he was quick to write his revelation. But as they were scrutinized in his colleagues' eyes, he soon became a mockery. Don't tell me about the answer, 'cause then another one will come along soon. I don't believe you have the answer. I've got ideas too. But if you got enough naivety and you got conviction, then the answer is perfect for you. Sits joking on his discharge, overwhelmed by industry, searching for a modern day savior from another place, inclined toward charity. Everyone begging for an answer without regard to validity. The searching never ends, it goes on and on and on for eternity.
Bad Religion on Witterson's Radio. And then we heard what TSL before that, Dance With Me, and I think the Stellar Corpses before that. Now, over there on YouTube, when the show gets rebroadcast, you fucking copyright infringement bitches over there, we have implied consent. Actually, it's in print. We just have to find the show. But one day, Dusty Graves from the Stellar Corpses was on our daily show, the Stay the Fucking Home show on Facebook. And I told him we've been playing his songs, and he said, well, keep doing it. Thank you. Thanks for playing them. And that, I think, is explicit permission to play the Stellar Corpses on Witterson's Radio. So when the fucking copyright infringement people get done with the show over on YouTube and make that big list of bands that we allegedly copyright infringed on that don't give a fuck, Stellar Corpses better not be on that list, basically.
Yeah.
Marta's over here like learning geography and shit.
Learning
She's like
about the
clicking
states.
on different states and stuff. She's like
I'm
totally
a geek.
not like content providing right now at all.
Oh,
it's all visual.
You don't shut up, so I just figured I'd be able to do it.
I was reading shit. What? You got something to say? I'm shut up. What are you going to say?
I got nothing to say.
What do you say?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
See what I'm saying? Breaking news. It doesn't look like that. Trump says he may overrule the FDA on vaccine guidelines. That's not breaking. I already reported that.
Well, I could have, guessed that anyway.
Yeah. We're watching. It's just starting to get kind of dark in Kentucky. And that's when we expect shit to happen. So probably not going to happen during tonight's show. But if you're listening to us live, you might want to tune into the news and watch the Riots show. See what happens. I don't know. The way things seem to be going in that town leading up to this, I can't see it being nonviolent. There's a lot of guns there and shit.
Too much shit that's happened.
And there could be more guns showing up. It's an open carry state, so the protesters get to have guns too if they want. We're just going to have to keep an eye on that one. But nothing's so far really happening. Didn't find a whole lot of pagan news, witchcraft news. But I think, did I talk about, I think I talked a bit about TikTok. Yeah. Trump was supposed to ban TikTok from the App Store, but it's still there. They're supposed to block it from working November 13th, but I don't think they can do that because there was some court case. If you haven't checked it out, download it now just in case you want to check it out later, in case they do that kind of thing. But, it's kind of like, don't throw me into the briar patch, Brer Bear. If you got the reference, then you're old as fuck. But it's kind of like that. If Trump doesn't want us to have it that badly, I want it. And, I didn't get it for that. I don't know why I got it. I heard
got
some.
It because they infiltrated his thing in Tulsa.
No, I was already on there. I was just sharing videos of the dogs playing and stuff like that. I don't remember what it was. I think somebody told me that there's people over there trying to teach witchcraft that were doing a bad job, and I should check it out. And that kind of got me involved over there. And now my presence is really taking off over on TikTok. But I would recommend it. It's very different. You just want, some social media, some mindless entertainment, or maybe you can learn a few things or what. It keeps going. You swipe and another person's on your screen. You swipe. Everybody gets
96.
Woohoo!
On all the stays.
Everybody gets
I'm an overachiever.
Everybody gets 60 seconds to do their video, so it's really short. If you got a short,
I thought it was 90.
No, 60. Okay. If you got a short attention span.
So in this case, it's good to be a 2-pump shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you could do a 15-second video. Yeah. Or you got 15 or 60. 60. Those are your choices. Or live.
If I have to choose, I'll do 60.
Or live.
How long can you do live?
I don't know. I did I think close to 2 hours today.
Okay, I will take the live.
Oh, dear. So, don't really know what more we have to report on or talk about today.
Same shit, different day.
Same shit.
COVID, Trump, Supreme Court.
Yep.
And now Kentucky. What else is there?
Gotta vote. Oh, Pennsylvania. Thank you, Trump, for reminding me. If you're in Pennsylvania...
Which we have friends in Pennsylvania.
I learned this thing today. It's called the naked ballot rule, I believe.
Oh, yeah, we got to tell
And your mail-in ballots in Pennsylvania come with 2 envelopes. And you have to, there's directions somewhere on there. You have to do this very specifically. I think it's the pink envelope has to go inside the white envelope or something to that effect. But there's 2 envelopes, and you have to use them very specifically or your vote will not get counted. This is something apparently decided by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court a year ago or so. Really pay attention. If you know anybody in Pennsylvania, tell them about this thing. They can, look it up on the internet, and it'll probably give them better information than I got. But the thing that I saw was there was 2 different envelopes, color-coded, and one envelope had to go inside the other envelope in that order, or your vote would not get counted. Tricky motherfuckers. And the thing is, honey, you know the thing? You know what the thing is?
Yeah, baby, what's the thing?
Well, I'm pretty sure there's more Trump supporters that can't read.
I would believe that.
So maybe it's a deep state plot to overthrow the election.
Like promote illiteracy?
Well, no, use illiteracy against them. Put a thing where there's specific directions on the envelope. Put a thing where you actually
have to know how to read.
You have to read to know how to put your vote in, and then if you don't read, then your vote doesn't get counted.
That's a pretty intricate plan. Yeah.
Well played, deep state.
Well played.
Well played. Yeah. I guess. If you just play some music, I don't really have anything much.
I don't have much. We out.
We're going to play you some stuff and rock out because sometimes that's all you can do, man. The world is just so fucked up that you just got to rock out. And I think that's what we're going to do with the rest of our Widdershins time because we can. For the same reason that dogs lick their balls.
They look for the missing link. There's no missing link. They'll never find the missing link. There's no missing link. We're not something you can figure out with an equation. We are the genetic mutation. Aliens came and fucked the monkey. They fucked the monkey. Aliens came and fucked the monkey. They fucked the monkey. Aliens came and fucked the monkey. They fucked the monkey. Darwin tried explaining it. Darwin did the best he could. Evolution, pretty theory, but how could Darwin know that aliens came and fucked the monkey? They fucked the monkey. Aliens came and fucked the monkey. They fucked the monkey. How else explain fax machine? How else explain computer enhancement? How else explain fiber optics? How else explain Mozart? We do not belong here. This planet was a terrarium, intergalactic broken home. Have to go to outer space and one day find our daddy. Explain pay at the pump. How else explain limited access freeways, digital remastering, plastic flowers, linoleum, beefalo, Michael Jordan, religion, astronomy, astrology that looks to the stars. We do not belong here. This planet was a terrarium. 7 billion bastards screaming I got big balls, big old balls, big as grapefruits, big as pumpkins, yes sir, and on my really good days, they swell to the size of small dogs. My balls are as big as small dogs, but it ain't bragging if it's true, yes sir, it ain't bragging if it's true. Muhammad Ali said that back when he was a young man, back when he was Cassius Clay, before he fought too many fights and left his brain inside the ring. And sometimes I wish I was Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods. Sometimes I wish I was Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods. I got a friend whose goal in life was to one day go down on Madonna. That's all he wanted, that was all, to one day go down on Madonna. And when my friend was 34, he got his wish in Rome one night. He got to go down on Madonna in Rome one night in some hotel. And ever since he's been depressed, cause life is shit from here on in. And all our friends just shake their heads and say too soon, too soon, too soon. He went down on Madonna too soon, too young, too soon, too soon. And it ain't bragging if it's true, yes sir, it ain't bragging if it's true. Muhammad Ali said that back when he was Cassius Clay, before he fought too many fights and left his brain inside the ring. And sometimes I wish I was Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods. Sometimes I wish I was Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods. If certain girls don't look at you, it means that they like you a lot. If other girls don't look at you, it just means they're ignoring you. How can you know, how can you know which is which, who's doing what? I guess that you can ask them, which one are ya, baby? Do you like me or are you ignoring me? Do you like me or are you ignoring me? Do you like me or are you ignoring me? And all you need to do that is one good pair of big balls. Balls as big as grapefruits, balls as big as pumpkins, balls as big as mine. But even though my balls are big, sometimes I wish they were bigger, even bigger. Big as the wheels on tractors, big as the golden arches, big as the Golden Gate Bridge, big as the state of Kansas, big as Mars and Jupiter, big as a swing of Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods.
Like a rock, like a planet, like a fucking atom bomb, I'll remain unperturbed by the joy and the madness that I encounter everywhere I turn. I've seen it all along, in books and magazines, like a twitch before dying, like a pornographic scene. There's a bar behind the window, there's an ugly laughing man, like a hummingbird in silence, like the blood on my door. It's a generator. Like the blood on my door. Wash me clean and I will run until I reach the shore. I've known it all along, like the bone under my skin, like actors in a photograph, like paper in the wind. There's a hammer by the window, there's a knife on the floor, like turbines in darkness, like the blood on my door. It's the generator.
stood right in front of me. Color of her eyes were the color of insanity. Crushed beneath her wave like a ship I could not reach the shore. We're all just dancers on the devil's dance floor. Well, swing a little more, and then there we go. Swing a little more next to me. Swing a little more, and then there we go. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor. Pressed against her face, I could feel her insecurity. Mother had been a drunk, and her father was obscurity. Nothing ever came from a life that was a simple one. Pull yourself together, girl, and have a little fun. When she took me by the hand, I could see she was a furry one. Her legs ran all the way up to heaven and past Avalon. Tell me something, girl, what it is you have in store. She said, come with me now on the devil's dance floor. Well, swing a little more, and then there we go. Swing a little more next to me. Swing a little more, and then there we go. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor. Swing a little more, and there we go. Swing a little more next to me. Swing a little more, and there we go. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor. The apple now is sweet, oh much sweeter than it ought to be. Not a little bite, I don't think there is much hope for me. Sweat beneath her brow travels all the way and heading south. Bleeding hearts crying 'cause there's no way out. Well, swing a little more, and there we go. Swing a little more next to me. Swing a little more, and there we go. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor. Swing a little more, and there we go. Swing a little more next to me. Swing a little more, and there we go. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor.
I'm as cranky as a bitch. All I wanna do is spit. Nothing to eat after that feast. We're getting laid regular at least. And I don't wanna hurt you, so stay out of my way today. Every 28 days women bleed, unless I get too much of your seed. My men gotta flush themselves out too, but it's always sexual when they do. You women, you just stick some pad inside. Men gotta practically fall in fucking love. Beautiful trees, beautiful trees, beautiful trees, beautiful trees. As I've been around the bush first, that's bad luck. I asked you in cause I wanna fuck. I asked you out cause I was hungry. But now I'm basically just tired. You don't have to leave. You can stay here. After all, this is still a love song. Beautiful tree.